Hola todos. No, don't worry. I'm not doing Spanish this time. Hello, everybody. This is Serpent. Welcome back to another episode in Dungeonstalker. It's been a while. Definitely been a while. I wanted to do another one of these sooner, but if you remember in iCraft, we had that beacon thing, and I didn't want to waste any of those diamonds. Even though I did waste a lot of them by not returning the beacon fast enough. Anyway, the point is, we're back. It's another Dungeonstalker episode, and I just realized something kind of funny. If you put weather on 1%, then lightning is at full volume, basically, right? Yeah, lightning is at full volume. And the only way to affect its volume is by turning it completely off, which is a little bit odd. Anyway, moving on from that though. We have just completed in the previous episode the 4th level on Intersection 2. So we're actually going to be putting together Intersection 2 itself in this episode. And if we look back at Intersection 1, we've done a sort of circular, cylindrical whatsy-doodle, and we have fancy bat spawners, which I should not turn on. Luckily, it's not dark, but when they turn on, they start messing up the water streams. So I want that to start happening when someone downloads the map, not before. It should be at least slightly perfect for some time. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I want to try and keep things in the same style, but a different overall look. So this one sort of coincided with styles of the levels it contains. Not too much, but kind of. That one over here, this one over here is stone and cobble and water, and this one over here is mossy cobble and stone and not much water, but still. Those ones are sort of outliers, but still, I want to try and do something that can be kind of stretched to include the other things in the intersection. So if we go into game mode 3, then we can take a look at the other things in this intersection. So we have this one here. Ignore that TNT. Yeah. We have... Ooh. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's been a while since I've looked at these things. So we have this one here, and I don't think it's quite done. One of these needs to be trapped, and things like that. Yeah, see, trapped me. It's not trapped yet. Or is it? Oh, it is trapped. Nice. Alright, maybe there's less to be done than I thought. Chest. Oh, not quite, never mind. That's beside the point, though. We're not working on that just yet. We'll be coming back for this sort of thing once we've already built the aesthetic portions of levels. So yeah, we have that level there, which is quartzy and watery and prismarine, and then we've got this level, which is a little bit different. Can't quite put my finger on it. And then we've got this level here, which is pretty neat, and also kind of different from the other two, but I think we could work things together with this one and the first one. And then there's also another one, right? Why do I think there's a... Oh yeah, there is. See, I wasn't going crazy. It's this one, Torrent, and this one's also very watery. So I think we should do another water-themed one. Another water-themed intersection. Different, but still kind of water-themed. And then the second two can probably be lava-themed, I think. that seems kind of cool. The first two are watery, and then it goes up to lava. Actually, maybe I could have the first one be water, and then the second one be something a little bit drier than water, and then the third one be desert and sort of red sandy, and then the fourth one be lava. So it's sort of a gradient. I'm not. I actually really like that idea. Hold on, game mode 1, but I don't. Upon saying that, I don't know what blocks I would use to make a gradient from water to lava. But I like the idea, so we'll probably be doing that. Now, ice is slightly different from water, but I think that's going the wrong way. It needs to be hotter than water, not a little bit colder. So, looking through here, nothing strikes my eye. Clay. Clay is like watery dirt, but less watery, right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, we'll do. How about this then? We'll do water like we already have, then clay, and then sand, and then lava. Those will be the 4 themes of the intersections, gradually increasing from normal to kind of dangerous, just to reflect the themes of the levels within, or the difficulties of the levels within. Okay, so that's the cylinder shape then, and it's the right dimensions, the right depth, so I think we should be pretty good there. Now, this is where the the thought comes in. So I want to make it out of clay, like I said, but only the parts that would be clay. I'm not going to have clay dribbling down the walls like I do in the in the water one. So instead of that, what do I do? That's what I'm wondering. Well, I think I guess I could make this stuff, fill this in with clay, like so, and then maybe rough it up a little, like it's been stirred or something, like it was once liquid, except that the liquid would have settled, but we'll ignore that. So it looks like that at the bottom. I think that'll look pretty nice. Around the edges, we could do something. Actually, what did we have on the other one's edges? Over here. Because I might be able to make that drier. I don't know, stone is already pretty dry. Also, quickly take a screenshot of that. I want the Y coordinate. Actually, I don't want to take a look at my screenshot folder, so 233. I just want to know what Y to build the bridge at. Anyway, once again, beside the point. The gravel, maybe that could be dried out. Let's see. I suppose I could try and use granite or something, or cobble. I could try and make it worn out instead of drier. that might help. Maybe some clay or something. Or something. Huh. Yeah, maybe clay. That might be good. I could do that color clay, which is cyan, and I could do just normal clay to match the bottom. That's a little bit contrasty. How about some concrete? That concrete's pretty decent, and maybe powder as well. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Okay, that's a start then, and then maybe after that I could. Oh, what about this? Does this mix well? Actually, it might mix better than the dark gray, just so long as I don't use dark gray at the same time. Does it? Actually, no. I don't like that as much. The other one's better. So instead, we'll do what I had there for at first. Alright, I've put that floor in and then did a couple fill commands here. Oops. Yeah, a couple fill commands here, and I've got a cylinder. Looks pretty nice, but obviously it needs some more work. So I want to take another look over at our previous intersection, and I want to see what we've done with it. So obviously there's that middle bit, and I think basically it's just the glass. Actually no, glass and a lip around the glass. Okay, sort of like it's a big sheet being held in place by this clamp. Or slot. So, let's try and make that over on this side. Shouldn't be too difficult. If we go into the center first, then we can head back up to the top and hopefully do some more fill commands. Alright. So if we put our head at the level of that, like so, then our feet are at that level. So this is the level to do the glass at. Alright. Hollow cylinder. We just want a normal cylinder. Hold on. Let's just do cylinder, and we want it to be let's try gray glass. Everything else is gray. Stained glass 7. And we will make it have a radius of 15, of 16, and a height of 1. Huh. That should work. Unknown command, huh? Oh, sli, not. Alright. I see. There we go. Alright. Would a different color of glass look better? Let's try light gray. Light gray is 8. Okay, 8. I like this one better than the light gray. What about black? What's black? It's 15. Okay, 15. I actually like that one even better. So let's go with that. And then for the outside ring there, we also want it to be the same pattern that we have here. Okay, and it will be a radius of 17, a height of 1, and it will actually be a hollow cylinder, right? Yeah. Okay. Missing those corners, huh? Alright, well, I will simply fill those in. That's why I had a, you might have noticed, but one of the commands in there was something absurd, like a radius of 0.75 or something. 17.75. So yeah, kind of weird there. I'll do this bit off camera. But yeah, I'll just fix that up and it'll end up looking fairly decent. Alright, so I am currently working on the bridge. Now I've actually forgotten what I showed last, but this is the design that I have for the actual intersection part. I'm currently expanding it over to there, and I have the window in. I have the things fixed there, so it's looking pretty good. Now I do need to, well, finish this, but I want to sort of work on the center bit on camera because the center is kind of interesting. Just how things converge. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Although the stairs should be pretty simple, you know, like that. Alright. But what in the center? Or, you know, these bits. What for the logs? I guess I could do this. I guess that would work. It's just kind of uncreative. I was looking at terracotta, but I don't think that would be right for this portion. It's a nice block though. I kind of forgot about it, which is a little bit unfair because they are really nice. I need to work them into builds somehow. Alright, I'm doing the uncreative bit. Turns out this wasn't as interesting as I thought. Just doing that. Yeah, go away. And I'll expand that pattern over to there as well. Well, I've done some expanding. We have the walkway and some scaffolding beneath to make it seem like it's actually being held up by something. I'm not sure if I like the scaffolding, honestly. It might just be better if I removed it all, because it looks kind of hunky and not all that interesting. But it looked a little bit odd having the wood just be strong enough all by itself. So I don't quite know what I'm going to be doing with this. I might... Well, I think I'll probably try and remove it just on one of them first and see how it looks. Let's see. Gotcha. And yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? Oh well, I'll probably get rid of the scaffolding then. But other than that, it's a good build, a good walkway. I like it. It's got a nice pattern and the trapdoors and whatnot. So, I also have this bit set up here, which right now just gives me a stick. But it eventually will teleport me to the main base area that people set up in. So we'll have a teleporter here and a teleporter back instead of a stick giver. And yeah, that should be pretty good. So from here, I think we basically just drill a couple holes. Alright. I totally forgot how annoying gravity blocks were in this situation. It's been a while since I did the previous one, and I used gravel in that one, and I had the exact same problem, and it was also similarly annoying. Oh well. So right now, I think basically the main thing to do is drill holes in here, and in them we will transition from this wooden walkway, stone walls to whatever the main look of the thing we're going to is. I'll show you what I mean over here with the previous one. Alright. That's not jump 2, that's pass through. So in here it's all stony, but if we go to one of these, see it transitions to this. and this is the this is this one right here, the gorge, or what's it called, dusty chasm, and that means it's sandstone, so we transition to sandstone. Over there is monochrome, so we transition from stone to black and white, and then this one, you get the idea. So we'll be doing that with the intersection over here as well. Somewhere over there. Yeah, this one. And then I suppose we don't have too much left to do. Basically just set up some teleporters and whatnot. And then I think that's pretty much it. Alright, so you may be able to see down there that there's a little bit of gray. I've prepared the tunnels for this whole ordeal of swapping the colors, but I haven't actually begun to do that. So what I need to do right now is figure out what order they are. This should be fairly easy, except I don't really remember. So I'm going to have to take a look. Alright, so over here, I believe this is the first of the 4. So this is, oh, what's it called? I believe I did give these things names, right? I think so. I don't know. It's probably something like aqueduct or not that, but something. And then I believe this one's next. This one was hive. That much I remember. This one's shear, and it's after hive, and then torrent is down here. So I just need to figure out what that weird quartzy one is, and then we'll figure out where they need to go. Except I can already do that right now. This is going to be the order: yellow, green, pink, gray, like that. They look a little bit out of place, I have to admit, but oh well, that's fine. And then I'll put in the order. See, this is the first order book. I wanted to make sure I got the formatting right, same as the last one. So we'll put that in item frames along here, the names on signs here, all that good stuff. And then we'll actually make a teleporter. And there we go. We have a strut or something. Yeah, struts to hold up this tiny little sign that says intersection 2. And then we have flooded vault, the order book. The order book, of course, is on all of these. But anyway, flooded vault is yellow, hive is green, shear is pink, torrent is gray, and there aren't any more. So now we do what I was saying we were going to do, and we shift the colors, blend the colors to be correct. So I believe the way I do it is right, like that, and then like this, and I think like that as well, and once again like this. And then we'll fill in these strips with the color of the thing, and we'll fill in this entire bit with the color of the thing being the level, because I couldn't figure out the word properly. So in this case, what is the level? It is flooded vault. So that's going to be water and quartz, basically. So the floor is going to be water. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, right. Completely forgot about that. But yeah, that's gonna happen. Actually, I think underneath it's prismarine, so we might use prismarine instead. That might look a little better. Yeah, I think so. That's probably a better idea. We will go full water for torrent though, don't worry. Don't want to skimp out there, because that really is the entire focus of the level. Alright, so yeah, this is basically it. Not too fancy, but I think it creates a nice effect. Yeah. And then this is going to be bedrock with the teleportation button on it, and maybe a sea lantern here and here. And I have the teleporters hooked up for that, as well as this thing. Back to the right place. And now it's time to work on hive. So hive is going to be red sand and sandstone, I imagine. So that should be pretty easy to put together, just as long as I can find the stuff. Actually, I'm not quite sure whether... Let's just take a look. I'm not perfectly confident. Yeah, there's a different block in here. So what is this then? Is it hardened? It's red. Red clay, red sandstone, red sand. And probably we should include this as the floor block, right? Or we could do that as the floor block and this as the walls, because this is the primary focus of the level, right? Maze through which you try and find the end. And I think that's probably going to be... This should probably be reflected in the level, to be honest. The level opening. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Either the walls or the floor. Probably the walls. Excellent, hive is in place. So now we need to move on to the other two, which are shear and torrent. So shear is just going to be pretty much more of the same. I'll probably do that off camera. But then torrent is going to be a little bit funny because the walls, floor, and ceiling are all going to be water, aren't they? So, let's see how that works out. Yes. Turned an awful lot of concrete, didn't it? Alright, so let's first take this, and maybe this, I don't care, and put a little bit of it like that, just underneath, so that the water makes a little bit more sense. And then probably like that. Actually, we'll be wanting this wall stuff back there to not be water or this, but to be the wall of torrent. So let's go check out what that actually is, because I've forgotten. Game mode 3. It's over here, I believe. That's shear, this is torrent. Aha. So, it looks to be light blue, blue, and cyan concrete with lapis interspersed. Alright. And sea lanterns. Okay. Okay, so we are just... I've just finished the teleportation, and right now I want to put in the water. So my idea here is in the full movement to the proper colors of torrent, I want this whole thing to be full of water. So let's do that now. All of this should be source blocks, except a certain position around the button, because that way the button doesn't go off, doesn't pop off. Alright. So that's pretty much true. That's pretty much good. I think there's a little bit in the middle there, but whatever. Okay, so then that means that, and then in this transitional segment, I want it to be just full of one source block. Although I could also put a couple on the sides. Actually, that does create a nice transition. Can't get rid of them. Yeah. Did that get rid of them? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Yeah, that's good. So they should get a slight hint on the theme of that level. Just a little itty bitty hint. Alright, and then the flooded vault, I was sort of thinking we might do the same thing, except that would kind of cheapen the joke. So maybe instead, we will go down here and just do it one level down, so it doesn't quite look as as flooded, because it isn't as flooded, just a little bit flooded. Yeah, and then maybe one block in as transition. Maybe all blocks in. Yeah. Okay. And that's shear. The floor is cobble, the walls are gravel and stone, and there's a couple light sources right there, because in shear, you can see that those are littered around the place pretty well. I actually really like this level. I think it looks really cool. I know I built it and all, but still. The ice, the sheer drops. Anyway. The lightning is also a big effect. It looks extra cool when it's raining and dark, but I don't want to switch it to that because that's bad for YouTube, but mostly because I don't want to bother. I'll keep up the bad for YouTube pretense though. Oh yeah, I also switched out the lava right here. So, well, it used to be not lava. I think it was these, and now it's lava. So that's that. Then there's that. I showed you that. I showed you. All right. I think that's about it then. All the teleporters are in place. You can go from the intersection to any of these, and from any of these to the intersection, and from the intersection back here, like I just showed you. So I think that's probably all the time I have for today. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We got a fair bit done. We built this entire thing, and it looks pretty nice actually. Maybe a few too many trapdoors. I might replace some of these with buttons. That could look good, but that'll have to wait for another episode. So, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.